Hello Aries, welcome to your mid-March reading. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. Now, as always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. All right, I'm going to get you a couple of oracle cards, starting off with the Astro Star Code, and then we'll move on to your tarot. Ooh, South Node. Nice. I don't get this often. And I sound like this because I've been nursing a really bad flu for the last week, but I couldn't put off the readings any longer. All right. Oh, my Wisdom of the Oracle deck is moody. Yep, the energy is weird. All right. Oh, nice. Yin. This is one of my favorite cards. And finally, let's get you a Moonology. I've cleansed these cards really well. I think it's your energy I'm picking up on, Aries. There's a slight, almost indecision that I'm picking up on. We will see. Attuned to the divine new moon in Pisces. We just had a new moon in Pisces on the 2nd of March. All right, let's go over these before I pull your tarot. Now, when it comes to South Node, the nodes have shifted. Nodes are basically mathematical calculations in the sky that talk about the two polar opposite points on the moon. Okay, they're not astral bodies, so to speak, but the North Node talks about your future path, your destiny, and your South Node talks about your past. It talks about what you may have been in your past life and what you have already mastered and learned, and something that you need to leave behind in this lifetime. So I would highly recommend you go through your natal chart. You're going to need your time and place of birth and date of birth, and there are lots of free websites on the internet where you can just kind of figure out where your South Node is, and that will give you a clear understanding of what it is that you need to leave behind. So for a few of you, I'm also feeling that there's almost a sense of rebirth happening here. It's like who you thought you were and how you related to people and how you even related to yourself. I feel like that may be transforming at this time, and it's a beautiful time to transform, very much like Scorpio season. But Scorpio season, ruled by Pluto, is a very heavy energy. But transformation in Pisces season, leading up to Aries season, to your season, it's a very gentle, nurturing time, and it's almost like your change is it's going to be very soft. And I like you have yin right here, which is that feminine energy. We all have feminine and masculine within us, right? And I think we all need to learn to balance both of those energies so that we can lead a harmonious life. Yin energy talks about receiving. It's the feminine aspect of a human being. So seeing South Node and Yin together, I feel like some of you may have been giving way too much in your relationships or even in your work life, we will see. But I feel like there is a shift happening. It's almost like you want to start receiving now, and I feel like you will. With Attuned to the divine new moon in Pisces, like I was saying, we're almost wrapping up an astrological year. Not almost, we are wrapping up an astrological year. Aries, you start the zodiac wheel, you start the new season. So Pisces, ruling the 12th house, I feel like a lot of you may have been feeling like you're in hermit mode, like you just want to, not speak to people, you want to be by yourself. And if you have been in that shadow element, I feel like you need to embrace it, because you need to be ready for when the sun enters your sign on the 20th. Yeah, on the 20th. So let's see. Let's get a few tarot cards out. I'm not focusing on love or career. We'll just see what flips out for you. All right. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Six of Cups. Isn't it interesting how the Six of Cups is right under South Node? Oh, and we have the Tower. Yep, something happened here. Okay. Seven of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, nice. Eight of Pentacles. All right. I will pull a couple more cards on top of these, but let me skim over the energy real quick. Now, with the Tower, there was something that shook up your foundation. Something happened, whether this was in the workplace, maybe it was you losing your job, or it could be a relationship. Maybe there was a breakup which was extremely painful and shocking, or it could be a friendship that came to a crashing halt. I'm not certain, but I feel like it was almost that Uranus like energy. It came out of nowhere. But when the Tower card shows itself, it tells us that the foundation that you were building on was rocky to start with. It was like a castle built on sand. Okay, it was doomed to fall. And the Tower always and always comes about to clear up any nonsense from your life, and it could be painful. I mean, it usually is, because it's such a shock. With the Six of Cups next to it, this talks about happy memories from the past. And that's why I said it's interesting that it's right under South Node. So whether this was a relationship or a friendship, or even maybe, a relationship you share with one of your family members, I feel like you've been reminiscing about that. Or on the flip side, it could be someone reminiscing about you. And the Six of Cups is a very innocent energy. It's an energy of, childhood sweethearts, almost. But it could mean anything. Like I said, you can apply it to any relationship in your life, however it resonates. Now, with the Two of Wands, this talks about leaving something behind and setting the intention to start something new. So I feel like it's interesting how the trajectory of your tarot is completely attuned to your oracle cards. Something came to a crashing halt. Yes, there were memories attached to it. Yes, there was nostalgia and almost a sense of feeling sad about it. But you decided that you want to move on. I will need more cards. I will pull them. But let me speak about the bottom row here. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a beautiful energy. All aces in the tarot talk about new beginnings. So, like I said, the Tower comes in to clear all the nonsense away, and you're left with a clean slate. And if there's ever a time to get an ace, it is under the Tower, because you are building from the ground up. And the Ace of Pentacles in particular is a seed. It is a seed that needs to be nurtured and cared for. Now, again, if this is related to your career, maybe you lost out on a particular job, or you had to close down your business, whatever it may have been, I feel like there is an opportunity coming about that you can bank upon. And the same applies for a relationship. And I still don't know if this could be a restart of an old relationship, or it could be a brand new offer coming in. But there is an offer coming in regardless. With the Seven of Swords right here, I hate the Seven of Swords, to be very frank with you. It is a card of lying, cheating, stealing. I dropped a card. I'm not going to take it because I didn't ask for it. We do have the Knight of Cups, but anyway. The Seven of Swords, like I said, is a card of lying, cheating, stealing, and it is a card of being deceptive. It is somebody working behind your back, someone who doesn't have the best intentions. It could also mean you or somebody around you who has their foot out the back door. It's someone who is just wanting to sneak away. I still don't know what this is regarding, but it has something to do with the soul connection because it's right under the Six of Cups, and it has something to do with the past. Now, with the Eight of Pentacles, this is hard work. This is looking at the intricacies of either your relationship or your career, whatever you are here for, and making sure you don't miss out on the details. It is working hard, and it's interesting how the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles are bookending each other. And I told you that the Ace of Pentacles is just the seed, it needs work. So I see you putting in that work. But let's see, let's get a few crossing cards. I'm trying not to use too many different decks. I usually use smaller cards for clarifications, but I want to use the same deck and see how it goes. All right, let's get a bridging energy between the Tower and, oh, nice, and the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Star, Aquarius energy. The Star is a card of having hope, of making a wish on a star. And it also talks about a little bit of downtime. It talks about healing. I feel like after this Tower moment, and you'd have to be a superhuman to not need healing time after a Tower moment, you know. I feel like laying low right now, or at least if you have been in the past, is the order of the day. Only when you can recharge your emotional and spiritual battery is when you can accept this new offer that can come in for you. Let's get a bridging card between the Six of Cups and the Seven of Swords. Nice. I feel this has to do with a past relationship. I feel like there was somebody who wasn't pulling their weight. Someone, because you remember I said you've just been giving and not receiving. I'm feeling that here. I feel like this person, whoever it is you were dealing with, it's almost like you were waiting for the other shoe to drop constantly. There wasn't any security in the relationship, because the Seven of Swords is a very, how should I put it, it's a very sneaky, slimy energy. You know, you can't bank upon the Seven of Swords at all. And Aries, you being cardinal fire, I feel like you need to know where you're headed, because you take action. You don't really think much before you take action. And I'm an Aries rising, I'm not calling you out. This is what we do, right? We don't really calculate the risks before taking them. But I feel like this time, it's almost like you've learned your lesson. You want to make sure you know where you're going before you head there. So with the Seven of Swords and the Justice card right on top, I feel like you can finally expect the scales to be balanced. And again, if this is someone coming in to apologize, or it is just karma doing its thing, I think there will be fairness, and you can expect almost a sense of harmony when it comes to this. Let's see. Bridging energy. Two of Wands, Eight. Ooh, Three of Cups. Nice. For some of you, I'm getting that you may have left a particular career path behind. And with the Three of Cups, it's almost like you're going into partnership with people who you trust, with almost like a soul tribe. Some of you may be going into business with family. You may be going into business with, let's say, your best friends. Some of you may even be going into business with your partners. So I feel like whatever this is just going to give you a boost, because the Eight of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. It's Sun in Virgo. It's that energy of having enough time in your hands to actually look at the intricacies of what it is that you're working on. Some of you may even be artists. You may be craftsmen. And I think with the Three of Cups energy, when you have a soul tribe who has your back on the work front, you can dedicate that much more time into what it is that you're doing without having to worry about variables, if that makes sense. Okay, let's get a couple more. Eight of Wands. I see. That's very interesting. There are no planets in retrograde. Thank the Lord. Up till, I would say, the 29th of April, all planets are in direct forward motion. So everything has been moving. I'm sure you're feeling that energy as well. Whether it's moving backward or it's moving forward, there is movement. There's very little stagnation in the energy right now. And the Eight of Wands coming about is confirming that for me. I feel for some of you, considering we have the star right under the Eight of Wands, some of you may even be going on a little health retreat. Some of you may be traveling solo, or you may just be taking time off to recharge, like I said. For a few of you, it's interesting how we have the Justice card right under the Eight of Wands. I think if you've been waiting on some kind of communication, I dropped another card. I think I need to stop shuffling. We have the Six of Wands, but I'm not going to take it. Anyway, if you've been waiting on communication, you've been waiting on someone to set things right, I would expect for that to happen for you before the end of the month. I feel it. Because the Eight of Wands is direct action. It is a card of travel, of course, but it is a card of successful communication and very swift communication. So I feel whoever this is that has either betrayed you or disappointed you, I think they could be coming about very swiftly to make things right. Let's see. One more card. Oh my goodness, we have the Lovers. How beautiful. Like I said, some of you may be going into business with your partners. I'm seeing that here. But for the others, the Lovers and the Eight of Wands together, I mean, that speaks for itself. I feel like the Lovers was originally called the Choice, okay? And the Lovers could be an energy of you being in a position to have to make that choice. I do see somebody coming about to speak to you and balance the scales, but it is completely up to you what you do with that energy. Sometimes when we've been hurt, I feel like it can go two ways. Either we're so consumed by love and grief that we take a person back regardless, because we've been wishing for it, hoping for it, right? On the flip side, if too much time has passed and communication comes about and it's been very delayed, I feel like your heart starts healing and realizes that the pain that was inflicted upon it, nobody is worth that. I hope I'm making sense. You need to decide where you are. Remember your yin card. Remember your south node. Remember how you were treated. The Seven of Swords is not devil energy, right? It is not something that was absolutely catastrophic, but you do have the Tower. So something did transpire here that obviously led to you trying to heal yourself, and it was definitely painful. So make sure you weigh up the scales for yourself before anyone else does anything. You know what I mean? We do have the Three of Cups here. It is possible that either this person could be reaching out to your friends and family in order to maybe get access to you, or it could also mean that this person comes about with an offer of friendship. Oh, let's be friends, let bygones be bygones. You know what I mean? But I would want you to be careful. We do have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So there is potential here. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, wow, and the Ace of Cups, but then we have the Nine of Wands. So I do see you keeping your guard up. I do see you being responsible and logical about this. So keep that up, and I feel like don't let emotions sway you at this time. It's very easy for people to take advantage of other people. I don't want you to be in that boat. Now, I just want to get a few quick tea leaves, and this is a new deck that I got, and I have no idea how to shuffle it, so I'm just gonna do the best I can. Hang on, maybe it'll be easier for me to do this. Yeah. All right, we have Jug. Light-hearted, carefree time. Nice. All right, we have a month. We have December. So December could have been when all of this transpired for you, or maybe December is, well, the time you realized that you needed to let go of this and you needed to heal. Could be significant, or it could be someone's birthday, someone you're dealing with. All right, we have basket, recognition and reward for merit. I like that because you do have the Eight of Pentacles here. And for those of you who are here for career, I feel like whatever transition it is that you've been making, it has been hard on you. It has been difficult because change always is. But I feel like that leap of faith that you're taking, it will be rewarded. Okay, no, I don't want to take that. There we go. Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. Exactly what I said. Sometimes we let, our heart take the wheel, and it might not be the best decision. We need to balance heart and head. Don't delude yourself into thinking that just because someone's coming about with an apology, that everything is going to be hunky-dory again. You need to process facts and logic before you jump to any conclusions. And with the dragon card, some of you may have been born in the year of the dragon. But that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope this helped you guys, and enjoy the rest of March. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.